This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're in Grill 15, aka Norbert. And it's going to be a little bit different style of commentary because I'll be honest, man, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I came home with the intention of going to bed and I couldn't get to sleep, so I decided to start recording and of course trying to get a very specific video. I was trying to get a Norbert video. It takes so long sometimes. It's just like every single match I had, the perfect thing would happen to screw me out of getting a good match for each. Whether it be my team just being absolutely horrendous, which was a theme tonight, my team being too good, which happened occasionally, somebody capping the base, or just the fact that the game had to screw me, like a match on whatever the replacement is for Prokhorovka, or is it Prokhorovka? No, it's Malinovka, sorry. Malinovka, whatever, is it Salvage Yard? I think it's Salvage Yard. Anyway, I got stuck on a sandbag at the beginning of the match, and I sat there for almost the entire match. And by the time a teammate did come in to help me, which was funny because they were literally right next to me the entire time, they knocked me off of the sandbag finally. I pulled forward and get just absolutely decimated and died like shortly thereafter. So yeah, it's just been one of those days where nothing has gone right. So not preferable, but we prevailed, even though it's frustrating as crap. We do put one into the E100 and now one into the T54 lightweight, and I'm chasing him down. The Artie has got to realize that this guy is coming towards him. Luckily, this guy launches himself off a cliff, takes 300 damage, and somehow survives. How do you launch yourself off the cliff that hard and survive? You know, I landed it, and then of course I run out of traverse and just completely miss my shot. But you'll have that. Now, we did kind of leave the medium tank for a second, but, you know, sometimes you gotta make sure that you get the light tank because they just harass you the entire game if you don't. Plus, if you're gonna yellow scout like that, you deserve to die. So, he did. Now, I know there are a few tanks coming over, not the least of which is E100, IS-4, and a T-10. Those are 3 tanks coming down this side. I've never seen this many heavies push this side of the map, but it happened, and we're going to have to try to fight it. Now, you remember what I was saying about disengaging, engaging on my own terms? Well, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do, but it ends up not quite working as well as I thought it would. Now, we dig ourselves in here. We've got a nice little hole. Now, if the Artie decides to turn his attention towards us, we're pretty much screwed. But we shoot at the IS-4 there, the pine tree being the perfect way to like block my shot so I can't actually see where I'm aiming on the tank. And, you know, unfortunately, all we did was track him, which seems to be a theme as well. And so I'm looking, we've got an E100 and nothing. Nothing at all. But we are spotting these guys, and they are getting hit. So as long as we're getting something out of it, it's better than nothing. So that's one good way to look at it. But we still have the IS-4 over there. The E100 goes down to the Artie. We have an auto-loading Artie, and they managed to help us out substantially there. But we've got a T-10 over here, and I'm looking to try to get the T-10. I can't quite get a shot on him. And now the IS-4 is on the other side, and I've noticed right there that he kind of squared up to me, which makes him really easy to pin. So I'm just going to back up, get to a point where I can actually see him, and see if he's in a spot like I thought he was. Yep, sure enough, he's squared up right there, perfectly able to put a round on him and get below the rock so he can't hit me. So here's the thing. If you're in a heavy tank and you squared up and you got wrecked like you just did, why would you sit there? Like, what's the point? Why would that be what you do? Like, you're like, oh, he ain't gonna hit me twice. Yeah, I will. Hello? Even with my RNG, you know? Okay, here we go. We square up. Notice I stopped and aimed even though I was auto-locked. He's broadside onto me. So as long as I aim the shot and make sure that the tank isn't going to derp off into space, I was going to pin him. And we do get away with it. So we are ammo racked for the rest of this match because the one shot that he did get off just happened to damage my ammo rack. And I don't have a repair kit for it because I used a repair kit earlier to keep myself from taking more damage after I was tracked in the open. And there we take a little bit more damage because the game's like, no, you're going to go flying through the air now instead of just sliding down the hill. You know, it's little things like that. It adds up. And man, I was just losing my mind at certain points, especially in the sandbag game. Like, I was contemplating, because I was recording live, I was contemplating just leaving it as is. I did no damage. And posting that to YouTube just for the salty Spartan part of it, because I'm not gonna lie, I was going off. I was going off. And it actually ended up being a pretty intriguing match because 3 guys on top of the hill for our team managed to bring it actually close at the end of the game. But it is what it is. Decided it was probably not good to post it because A, you guys don't want to see me do nothing. And B, yes, Salty Spartan can be funny, I believe, but to a point. But you guys don't want to just sit there and hear me ramble on and on and on about the bullshit. Oops, sorry about my language. See, I'm getting riled up again. Apologize. But yeah, you guys don't want to hear me ramble on and on about it. So, we're loaded, we're looking for a decent shot. This guy's playing around behind dead tanks, and we're not actually going to be able to... Oh, yes! There's that lovely RNG for me. Aim at his commander's hatch, it derps down into his armor, we miss. But we end up with 6 hits, 3 kills, 7 targets, or spotted targets hit, so we got some decent assisted out of it. So I think that's a pretty solid game all the way around. 4,300 with 2,600 assisted, that's 6,900 combined damage. So not bad at all. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.